So yeah, I'm here to talk about a lot of things. And well, not a lot of things this time. I'm gonna keep this video kind of short because of reasoning, because of stuff. But I've been hearing a lot of leaks of Universe 3. I don't think it's gonna happen. Well, I don't think it. Like, here's the thing. If it does happen, I'm for it. If it comes to the PS5, if probably. But we can't just take this to face value because someone leaked it. Because I remembered when DBS Chronicles said something similar about this, and we got our hopes up, and even I got my hopes up. And I kind of, and it didn't happen. Because, like, I think he said, like, we were gonna get a reveal in 2024 or 2025. That gone and passed. So people saying that we'll get a reveal in 2027 or 2028, it could change. That could change in the course of like how long we can. Like, here's the thing. Yeah, it would be like 10 years from the. If you consider the initial release, like the release of the originals universe, not the universe on the Switch, but like PlayStation and Xbox One's universe in 2006, then yeah, that would probably be 10 years from. But I feel as though if they were to do it, they need to really step it up. Really step up on models, really step up on graphics, really step up on a lot of things. That and the third. I know there's some people who are for this league, and I know there's some who aren't for this league, and I know I'm like, I have to wait and see because, like, I think the reason people are taking this leak to face value is due to the fact that in January, we're going to get a new game. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be Xenoverse. And it could be anything, really. It could even be Buddha. They could even bring back. If they were willing to bring back the Budokai Tenkaichi, they could bring back Budokai if they wanted to. Shoot, they could even bring back. Shoot, they could even do something new, like a Dragon Ball Racing game. Like they could do something new that they never did, like a Dragon Ball Racing game. I'm just saying the world. They could even. But honestly, if there's a game that kind of deserves a sequel, I say Raging Blast is like, well, technically yes and no, because like Sparking Zero is kind of like a mixture of Raging Blast and Budokai G. But it wouldn't hurt for them to bring it back. Because if they were willing to bring back the Budokai Tenkaichi, they wouldn't hurt them to bring back Raging Blast. Because honestly, if it were to be a new game, I think Budokai deserves a game. I think Budokai deserves a game. Because, like, if Fighters didn't came back, I would have just said a sequel for Fighters. But honestly, I think Budokai deserves a chance at a redemption. I say either that or a Dragon Ball Racing game. Because honestly, Budokai hasn't. I don't think we ever had a Budokai game in a long time. And they could easily adapt with the amount of characters that are in the Dragon Ball Z, and Dragon Ball GT, Dragon Ball Super, and Dragon Ball Dynamo franchises. Speaking of the announcement, I heard they were going to show two projects. My thing is, I think it's going to be a movie and an anime. As for the anime, it could either be Dynamo season 2 or Super season 2. But honestly, I want it to be Super too because like I honestly want to see Granola, because Moral, Granola, and Black Frieza and Ultra Ego in the games. Because honestly, I don't think Xenoverse is going to pull is going to pull that card. I don't know if Sparking Zero is going to pull that card. I don't think any game is going to pull that card. It would be nice if they do it, but that's my hopes for that announcement and maybe Battle Hour, maybe Battle Hour if because Battle Hour because like that will probably just give us an insight. But I think Battle Hour might shed some light as to like how this new two new projects are going and the new game is going to be. Now this could either one thing I don't think it will be is a mobile game because if it's a mobile game, it kind of would be pointless. That kind of would be pointless of an announcement because it's like don't get me wrong, Genshin Squadron. I think funny enough, it started out being a computer game, but I guess the popularity just made it into a mobile. But Genshin Squadron is like, I feel like Genshin Squadron and Xenoverse are probably like and surprisingly, fighters are probably like the only good things that Dragon Ball has good for him. Dokkan is I can't say anything about Dokkan, but Legends they're not doing good with their units because it's like there's a lot that Legends could do potentially, and Legends has the potential to literally be better. I don't want to turn into a situation where I literally had to do Breakers and because Breakers it's gone. Breakers I don't think we're getting any more content with that. That's gone. That's dead. That's actually gone. Sparking Zero, I say it is. I wouldn't count it out yet because maybe with the new person being with the new person possibly being in charge of the games and the games, anime, etc., it could be either a good thing or a bad. It could be good things for the Dragon Ball games because like for Xenoverse, it kind of wouldn't make. Well, for Xenoverse 3, it kind of wouldn't make sense for them to announce it next year, despite the fact that Future Saga Chapter 3 is coming out basically what 2 weeks, almost less than 2 weeks, and Future Saga Chapter 3 is coming out next year, so it kind of would be pointless. But honestly, it doesn't. I mean, if it does happen, it does happen. I'm not gonna be mad, but that's just me. But anyway, that's what I'd say. Mega Boy out. Peace.